Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again. As you can see, I'm back traveling, so I'll tell Sirturmund one more time. So sorry if the audio sounds a little bit off. Obviously, just trying to make the setup work right as I'm traveling here in the hotel. Today, we're gonna showcase the last of the leaders that got some support cards with the new starter decks, and that's gonna be Katakuri. Unfortunately, I think Katakuri honestly got the short end of the stick. I don't think any I wouldn't say any. I don't think most of the cards from Katakuri's yellow deck are not really playable, right? I think the only one that's like really playable is this new Brulee. So the new Brulee is a 2K counter. That's a big mom pirate that is also a trigger, right? And the trigger is not super impactful either. It just lets you look at the top of your life or your opponent's top of your life and be able to move it around. But what ends up mattering is that she is a trigger card, so you can actually, if anything, you can always discard her with your Nami if there is a situation where it makes sense to do that, right? Aside from that, really, the other cards from the starter deck, and I'll pull them up just to kind of briefly talk about them. The other cards from the starter deck don't really feel like that great for like what Katakuri wants to do. Like the 6 cost Big Mom is probably the second best card from the starter deck 20, but unfortunately, 7 cost Big Mom I think ends up being better because like Katakuri wants to have extra life in their wants to have more life, right? They want to have this extra life because we play a lot of trigger cards compared to like other yellow decks. So like if the opponent doesn't choose to trash a card from their life and gives you a card instead, you're chilling with that. Meanwhile, here, this 6 cost Big Mom forces you to trash a card from your own hand, and if the opponent chooses to discard 2 cards from their hand, like, yeah, it helps you out because now you have less stuff to attack into. But like, I don't know, I feel like you're not you're trading too much. You're trading too much. You're not putting yourself in a situation where you could potentially still get to the game, right? And if the opponent chooses to just trash a card from the top of their life, it's the same thing as having this Big Mom, right? And this Big Mom is an 8K power, while this is a 7K. And then after that, the other cards like this pudding here doesn't really do anything. The cracker doesn't really do anything. The Katakuri is the only one that's a little bit interesting, but he also honestly is not very good in the current meta. So unfortunately, Katakuri is still pretty much the same deck as he has always been. But I do think Katakuri is in a, I guess, weird spot in the meta because I think he does not great versus Doflamingo. So as you can see, we have built the deck list with 2 Gedatsus, 4 of the 5 cost Nami, 4 of the Onami, even 2 Thunderbolts here, so that we can try to like control the opponent's board when they play the Flamingo, right? We can KO their 4 cost units with this Nami. We can trigger this Onami and be able to hopefully, kill them, right? Gedatsu can let us pop their units because they have 5 life leaders, so most likely it's still going to be at least a 4 life by the time you get to your 5 down turn. And obviously Thunderbolt lets us be able to either kill their units, or if we're looking for lethal, be able to kill their blocker board and go for the lethal, right? So that's why we play these cards. But even with these cards, the matchup ends up being really hard because they just end up putting so much pressure on you because of how many units it has, right? So the reason I say Katakuri is in a weird spot is because even though that matchup against Doffy is really bad, I think Katakuri actually does decent against the other stuff in the meta, like Black Lucy, for example. Like, yeah, the Lucy players can obviously remove your Big Moms, but if you're able to chain 2 Big Moms back to back, I think they have a hard time actually getting rid of both of them back to back. And like you still got to take 2 lives out of them even if they do go for back-to-back removal, and you still also gain 2 lives, so it kind of keeps you healthy while also getting them closer to your win condition. And then we also get to play the flame spray, right, which lets us rest the Rebecca to go for lethal, or the other reason we play flame spray is because it's actually really good against the Flamingo as well. If the opponent goes for like a super wide board, you can always save one down, play this, get your leader to be a 6K while also resting one of their 4 cost units, right? So that's why we also see 2 flame spray here. But we only play 2 of it because it can be a little bit awkward to save down when you're trying to do like 10 costs after 10 costs after 10 costs. So yeah, so really good against Black in my opinion. Also, I think it's decent versus Bonney, but not good against this aggression that you see with the Doffy player. And obviously, I also don't think it's good against Black Yellow Luffy. So you kind of have like these very lopsided matchups where you like do really well on some and do really bad on others. And that's why Katakuri is not gonna be one of the top tier decks in the meta. That's why people are playing NL instead, because it feels like it has a more even matchup against the stuff that you see in the meta. But you know, aside from that, if you haven't played Katakuri before, the whole idea with this deck is really to just manipulate your life, right? Manipulate your life with the leader ability, being able to move your life to the top or bottom of your deck so that you can choose, what triggers you're gonna have on the next time when your opponent attacks you. And of course, we play 4, you're the one should disappear, because if you happen to high roll and see that on the top of your life with Katakuri, you can always put it in the bottom of your life, and this pretty much means that you have kind of like an extra life there to kind of play with, right? So just keep that in mind. That's why we play 4 of this here, and also because we do have some non-counter cards here, like the Okiku, the Linlin, and the 2 Linlins, right? So that we can always trash them, and the Perospero as well, right? We can always trash them with this one, even if we get it into our hand. So you want to manipulate your life, right? And as you go through the game, once you get to your 10 down turn, it's all about the Big Mom show. You get to drop your Big Mom, get to trash one of the opponent's cards, get to gain a life yourself. And because again, we're playing 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 30, 34, 36 different trigger cards, it's very likely that you're going to see at least 3 to 4 triggers every single game. And that's again where Katakuri becomes really annoying. So in the early to mid game, all you're doing is really just attacking with your leader ability when you can, attacking for 7, which is putting a lot of pressure into the opponent. Usually you want to go second because of that, because by going second, you're able to go ahead and like on your second turn where you have 4 Dawn, you can spend 3 Dawn to play Perospero and still have a Dawn left over to go ahead and attack for 7 with Katakuri. And then on the turn after that, where you have 6 Dawn, you can go Nami or Gedatsu and still have a Dawn left over to attack for 7. And when you have 8 Dawn, you can go 7 cost Linlin and have 1 Dawn left over for Katakuri, right? And then obviously it lets you get to your 10 Dawn quicker, so you can drop 10 costs after 10 costs after 10 costs. So that's the general strategy, right? If you win the dice roll, go second, because it just makes your curve for the whole game like so much better. And just continue putting that pressure into the opponent, attacking 7, 7, 7, 7, while developing your board against the opponent and setting up for these big moms to come down as your big moms in the end of the game. Aside from that, if you do go first, don't be afraid to still like go Perospero on turn 3. That means that you're just attacking for 5, right? So you're kind of putting a little bit less pressure into the opponent. The opponent can probably counter, and you're not looking at the top of your life, so you're not able to manipulate the cards, right? Yeah, and then again, the rest of the list is kind of just supporting that strategy of like live manipulation. So your 4 puttings are here obviously to look mostly for your big moms, but stuff like Perospero, just an amazing trigger that can also search for the big mom cards. 10 cost big mom, nothing else to say about it. It's going to be your big bomb at the end of the games for most of the times. Your Bege, just really good trigger and really good 2K counter, so you don't mind seeing this in your hand, but you also want to obviously see it at the bottom of your life a lot of times to stop the opponent from having that aggression. 2 Gedatsu's just really important right now in the matchup. Satori, another 2K, but this can be played, right? So you can always choose to have this, which will allow you to be a little more aggressive against certain decks, right? It does mean that you have to discard a card from your hand, but because we play so many non-counter cards, you're not afraid to do that most of the times. The Onami, like I said, is just strictly there for the Doffy matchup, just to be able to KO their 4 cost units, right? But it can also help in a lot of their matchups. Like if you're going against Bonney and they attack into you, this can KO a Caver, KO a Cavendish, which can be really impactful. Okiku is really nice, especially against black decks, and again, one of the reasons why I think Katakuri is favorable against black, because once they go down to 3 life, this Okiku just sticks, right? If they kill it, they're just giving you a life, and giving you that life probably buys you enough time to find lethal one way or the other. And if they don't kill it, then you have an Okiku here just putting pressure into them every single turn. Nami, Egghead, just really nice to be able to just remove anything from any 5 cost or less from the opponent. And again, we have enough trigger cards that we always gonna have the resources to play this. 7 cost Big Mom, just again, you get to play her on curve, and even if the opponent chooses to give you a life instead of trashing a life, is super beneficial for you. And yeah, the Brulee is really a 2K counter that also helps with manipulate our lives. Thunderbolt to be able to get rid of like Sabos, like not Sabos, obviously, because Sabo cannot be KO unless they leave the Sabo like standing for a while. But you can get rid of like Rebecca's, you can get rid of like Boa handcuff blockers when you're looking to go for lethal. Do remember that you need to have at least 1 card in your life to be able to use this, so just keep that in mind. You're the one who should disappear. It's really only there to try to get it down to your bottom of your life, and then Flame Split again, just letting us rest that Rebecca or any other 4-cost blocker that you might see. So that's really the general list. It's a very easy deck to play, to be honest, especially if you see multiple big moms. Most of the times it's just going to be big mom after big mom after big mom, right? But if you are leaving the opponent at like 1 life and you have something like Thunderbolt or Flint Split that could potentially let you like deal with their blocker, and if you have another unit to attack, you know, try to look for those lethal opportunities as well. But really straightforward deck to play, not as expensive as it used to be because you're no longer playing Katakuri here. So, you know, give it a shot if you're looking to try something yellow, or if you're really annoyed about like losing to black decks. But anyways, that's the deck breakdown. We're gonna have, I think, 5 games today. I think we're gonna have like some games against Doffy, some games against Bonney, and I think maybe a game against the Mirror. So hope you enjoy the games coming up soon, and if you do, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day. Enjoy the games. In this matchup, we're going against Doflamingo. Yeah, I'll go second. Hi. We have to mulligan this. Okay, the Nami's better. The Nami is much better, right? We can play the Okiku right away on 5, to be honest, and just force the opponent to have to bounce this back with their law. If they bounce it back with their law, we can still do our stuff, right? We can still trash it with the Nami after, and if the opponent is bouncing a law like that, then they're not getting a lot of value out of this. Sucks that I'm gonna blindly take this trigger, but I think I have to. Don't get it. So then I probably just need to go 8 here then. I don't think I can afford to go for, I guess I can go Thunderbolt. It's risky, but I think it's worth it. I think that's worth it. Yeah, it sucks losing that Nami though. I think that's worth it. And we can just go 8 into this Jinbe. And fine leaving it on top. I think I'm okay, because the opponent doesn't really have a lot of units here. So I think we can slowly grind them down. Okay, whatever. You get your pudding, that's fine. So we can go 2k here, and then what? We could go here, but I feel like this doesn't really seem very useful at this point. Like, I'd rather leave this for something else. I say that, but I'm gonna get punished. I'm gonna get punished by leaving this, by keeping this Nami here, but I feel like it's so much better to just use it somewhere else. Yeah, I forgot that I got that already. I didn't play around the pudding, so that is my fault. Although I guess there was not really any way for me to play around her. Opponent can get the Jinbe back and put it back with the top here and summon 2 units. And this is where we're gonna have to use this Nami and Thunderbolt value. They can still put it down here as well to attack for, they can put 2 down here, attack for 6, but that's better for me if they do it that way. I might have to just honestly, okay, so if they bounce this, I'm also okay with that. Yeah, I'm just gonna trash this then. Yeah, and this one I'll give you the 2k. So here we go Nami, get rid of the Thunderbolt, and I still have 3 down. Oops. Sits. Honestly, this Teach is really annoying. Like really annoying. But I think I have to go for the Gecko. I have to go for the Gecko and just chill. We have an Okiku, but we don't really have anything else to like clear their board. 7 cost Big Mom or 10 cost Big Mom is what I need here. Like even the 7 cost is okay because I just want the opponent to start losing life. Okay. I mean, if I forgot I forgot that the Okiku doesn't trigger because opponents have 4. That was my mistake. That was indeed my mistake, huh? So we can go 4, 7, 7. Yeah, I guess we'll go like this. We'll go 7, 7. Maybe I should have gone more here. Like, do I really want to play this Okiku out? Sure. I'm okay letting them play that. I mean, I have 3 2Ks, and I have technically something else that can go pretty high, right? We don't know what the last card in our life is. If it's a deck card, then we can always use it with the "you're the one who should disappear," right? So I'm down to take this. Opponent can go up to 13, 7, 9, 11, 14, right? Okay, so we're chilling, right? Now we don't know. Okay, so we can go 7. I want to see what I want to see what this card is. I guess we can leave it on the top. I don't want to get punished, so we can go 7. I don't want to get punished by like a trigger, like a gravity trigger. So we can go 9 here. He's gonna force 3 cards. Yeah, I guess we go 11 and 5. So 2K, 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 1K. Yeah, okay, there we go. Oh man, I don't even think my triggers were that good, right? We messed up that one turn without the Kiku. But we just had enough, right? We just had enough to clear their board and kind of go from there. So GG's. In this match, we're going against Doflamingo. So need to hit the luck of the triggers. This is interesting because like having these cards in my hand increases my odds that there's going to be Namis on my trigger. So I might be willing to... I'm going to try this out. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to keep this. Okay, well, that's the first Nami. That's unfortunate. Okay. Oh, the opponent blindly did a buggy, I guess. They get to rearrange the top, so that's pretty nice for them. And go 2 here. Let's rearrange the top of my life. I guess we'll leave that here. And I can just go double searcher next turn then. Sure. Double searcher and still attack for whatever. I guess if we go double searcher and a Perospero. Yeah, I wish I had removal here, but obviously we don't. So it's kind of awkward. I can also just not take this damage. Although I guess he's a 7, so we might as well just take it. Yeah, so double searcher, and if we hit like a Perospero, we can use the remaining Dawn to play it. So we'll go here for 5. Opponent, okay, I think opponent blocking is fine with me, right? We don't need... I think this game is slow enough that I can go ahead and afford to grab it. No! Yeah, I think this game is slow enough that I can afford to grab it. Let's put that in the bottom. I don't think I need that. You're gonna save it? They might save it. That's huge. That's a lot of counters. I think I'm okay taking all of that. The pudding here is gonna be impossible for us to come back from either way. So if the opponent goes pudding here, okay, they didn't go pudding here, so I guess we're chilling. Yeah, okay, I guess we're chilling. Okay. I'm down blocking the small ones because I'm gonna need to have all this life. Okay, so they're gonna just bounce this guy. Yeah, yeah. Ooh. I think it's still 7 cost. I think it's still 7 cost. It's a big AK body. And more likely than not, the opponent is gonna actually... Yeah, we can leave that on the top, right? Like, more likely than not, the opponent's gonna, like... They have to give me a 2k here. They just trash a card from their life. They have to give me a 2 card. They have to give me 2 cards, apparently. And we still have... We gotta be able to start putting a lot of pressure on them. If you attack here, your boy's gonna get punished. I guess I should counter here, though. I don't want to. We can give this up. Have to be careful here. Like, I probably need to attack into his Weevil. And just eat up the cards. Especially because the opponent gave me 1k last turn. This will have to be opponent getting a 2k. Okay. We go like this. We go like this again. Should be okay. I mean, I can go to 10. Opponent only has 3 attacks. I should be okay. We want to save the Nami in case the opponent plays another boa. Opponent gave me a 2k to block a 5k. Sure. So they can go what? They can go 10. We can go 9, 10, 11. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, like obviously I'm countering here. And here we just go another 10 cost. That way the opponent doesn't get that counter. And then we go 12, 5, 5, 8. Yeah, so I like doing the 10. I like doing the 10 cost here. It trashes the last life, which just so happened to be a 2k, right? And then we just still get a 12, 8, 5, and 5 here, right? So in this match, we're going against, oh man, Doffy. This is like one of our toughest matchups. Oh man, like we need to find these cards need to be in our life. Okay, this is not bad, right? But like we need to have these triggers be in our life so that we can KO their units. Without these triggers in our life, it's very hard for us to have enough steam to actually put enough, like to actually be able to survive the aggression from Doffy. This is not looking great. Not looking great. So, yeah, I mean, they're taking the time to settle the top of their deck. Can't blame them there. We have nothing on turn 2. This Thunderbolt is also another card that I wish was in my life instead, but, you know, yeah, sure. Yeah, wow, yeah. Yikes. I'm gonna have to go like this and just play the Okiku. Just have this unit on the field. Next turn, I guess we can go here. I cannot use Thunderbolt because I need to have these lives. So I guess we'll just, I mean, if the opponent has the law here to bounce the Okiku, I guess I can always just get rid of the Okiku instead. Yeah, they do. Okay. They have it. No triggers. Okay. I guess Gedatsu is better than Nami because he's a Setsuke, right? So that's better than nothing. Yeah, we'll have to go like this for now. We'll have to go like this. So Gedatsu into this, and then we go here. Attack here, be the top of my life. I'm gonna have to just place it in the bottom. I think I need to hit triggers. I need to hit triggers, so me seeing that is not good for us. We have Nami next turn, I guess, right? So we have Nami that we can do next turn. And again, we can trash the Thunderbolt. We have a 2k, 2k, 1k. And then what? And then we just pray for the big moms. If they put another Don on their own Doffy, then I don't think I block this. They can still hit me for another 8 though. I have to pray. Prage. If it's just at 7. But then they can go 7 here, 5 there. Another kick punish because I don't have it, huh? Yeah, we'll go like this, I guess. Yeah, a little bit too late. A little bit too late. So, I mean, okay, so how do we do this? Pony, I want to get rid of this teach then. If I'm gonna go ahead and do it that way, so that leaves me with. Yeah, I guess we'll go 7 here. And we'll go 8 and then just play the Nami. Sure. Go like this. We'll trash this. Get rid of the teach at least. And then again, we're still kind of praying here. The triggers don't even, we know there's not a trigger here, but we have to hope that we hit like something decent with the big mom. But at least with the teach, we kind of slow them down a little bit. Ooh, I'm okay with this. Because that means I can counter this Doffy hit. So I can counter this Doffy hit and keep myself at 1. And the opponent didn't pull like a big board here. So this is actually not bad. They cannot bounce this, right? And they, like, I think this is fine for me. You're letting me. We gotta go here and we gotta go 5. You're giving me time. You're giving me time to have these big bodies on the field while also getting alive here. So now I wish that those Okikus, you know, could have been played earlier, right? Oh, that's so rough. Imagine if that was at the bottom of my life. That like, I'm getting so unlucky with the order of these triggers, right? Like the Okikus being on top. But it has enough counters, especially with another 2K here, that I think I'm not killing them here. We know that this is a thing. I'm just dying here though, right? I guess if I kill the Josu, attacking to this, still not enough. Opponent still has 2 attacks, and we know that the last card is not a trigger. We can go to 10-9. I guess we can go to 10 with the second one here, but opponent's gonna have 2 10s exactly, and the 2 10s will be enough to kill us. So if we go here, that's 5. That still leaves me with 5 down, I guess. Yeah, the Nami can kill this. I guess the Nami can kill this. What am I talking about? Yeah, the Nami can kill this. Why am I trying to kill this ball with the Nami? So 5. So I guess we go here for 12. Opponent could try to save it. They didn't save it there. Let's go here for 6. And then we go for 11, I guess. We know there's a Sengoku on the bottom, so I think this is fine. They can go 8, 10, 12, right? If they save this, that could be a problem. If they save this, then obviously I have to still go for, yeah. So I have to go ahead and kill this one. Oh, I forgot that she draws me a card. So actually we can survive. No, because that's still 10. That's still 10. Because I forgot I'm using this 1K counter, right? So I have 8, 9, and then 10 here. So the opponent's gonna go 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, they have enough because of the Perona. I needed that Boa. I needed those 3 units to all die. Yeah, wow. So annoying. They even, oh my gosh. They even go for just, they even use their leader ability? Are you serious? You would have literally lost if I had a 2K. That's so troll. In this match, we're going against Bonney. So I like this hand. I like this hand. We have the 10 cost. We have Gedatsu and Nami, which can both KO their 5 cost units. Well, I mean, obviously, if I hit their life, I won't be able to KO their 5 cost unit. So that might be a reason for us to stall this out. Stall us attacking, but I don't know. Thunderbolt can also do it, right? But I don't want to sacrifice a life for Thunderbolt. And we have the 7 costs too. I think this is good. Obviously, what will make this hand better is if we had a Perospero, but it is what it is. Yeah, sure. Sure. We'll go here, attack for 5, or again, I would rather not take their life here so that Gedatsu could do the trick next turn when the opponent plays a 5-drop. But the Nami can also do it, so I think I want to be able. I want to get to attack here. I want to get to attack. I want to get to attack here and just get my my triggers. I'll leave it on the top. I don't mind playing an extra unit. We have to grab the Thunderbolt, right? Because we can now grab our own pudding. So yeah. So we'll grab the Thunderbolt. We have 2 Thunderbolts now, so we can trash one of them with this Nami. If the opponent plays, yeah, so there you go. There's a Cavendish like we were expecting. Doesn't make sense for me to trigger this right now, just because we know that it's gonna get rested anyways. So we'll go like this. We already know what's on the top, right? So let's view the top of their life. I don't like their blockers. We'll go like this and just KO this. And yeah, now we can just start going 7s, right? Oh, they take a life. That's risky. I don't mind this. Yeah, sure. I think that's risky from them. This is worse. Yeah, this is worse. Let's go here. Let them make the choice. Yeah, okay. I mean, we still have the 10 cost, right? So we'll be able to trash that. Kid here will be annoying. So the Captain Kid here will be very, very annoying. Now, the only thing here is that I want to play the tank. I want to play the 10 cost. But it's too easy for the opponent to, like... It seems too easy for the opponent to just rest my 10 costs, and then there's nothing we can do about it. I don't know that I need 2. I guess we can go for it. Like if I play 10 drop here, right? If I play 10 drop here, I think I go for an, okay, so I'm gonna bait out their leader effect. No, I wanna put the pressure here. So if they take this, obviously we don't play 10 drop. Okay. So we have options here. We can go, I guess we can go for 8 and just Thunderbolt everything. Or we can go, so, if we Thunderbolt, opponent has enough cards that the Thunderbolt I don't think is going to be enough. We can KO, but then the opponent still has value. This is interesting. Very, very interesting. I could also just play the 10 drop anyways. and just have a big body in the field. The problem with the 10 drop now is Shanks. And letting the opponent have another blocker here also doesn't seem great. I think I'm down for this 10 drop. Interesting. I think we go for it now. Yeah, I think we just go for the 10 drop anyways. I didn't want to play the 10 drop first before I attack with the AK Big Mom, by the way, because it would have allowed the opponent. So the thing here now is that obviously the kid can just get a lot of value. The problem for them is that I can kill their blockers. Like, even if you play a Rocinante here, I mean, they have 13 freaking cards, right? So they could probably block the 20k. So it would have to be 10, 12, 10, 12, and then they can start going kid because I let my 5 cost die and get their stuff that way. So if they play the kid here, it's not a kid. You're just dying to Thunderbolt. Oh my goodness. What a punish. What a punish. What a punish. Oop. Yeah, we go here. We go here. We Thunderbolt this bad boy. Attach everything here. Attack for 20. Do your best. Okay. What a punish. I guess you had the Rocinante in your hand, right? What was the fear of playing Captain Kid? I guess they didn't have enough counter anyways, right? If they played the Rocinante, I would have still done the same thing, just Thunderbolt the Rocinante. And look, they did have the Doffy, so I think it was correct for us to, even though we lost the value of the last life, I think it was correct for us to attack here first, so that the 10 cost Big Mom could not get rested and then get frozen by this Doflamingo. So if they had, what did they give me here? They went 2, 3, 5, 6, 8. So this could have been a 16 maximum. If we did Thunderbolt, or I guess honestly at that point we saw that we got, yeah, it had to be Thunderbolt, right? It has to be Thunderbolt just because we need to KO the Rocinante. So if we KO the Rocinante and attack with put everything else here, that we're having a 20k, which the opponent would have been able to defend. They can still rest here, and then I still have a 5k to attack into something else. So in this match, we're going against Bonney. All right, so if the opponent has their Captain Kid, this could be a problem because they can stall me out. I'm gonna keep this hand just because I like having this Onami to be able to give it like a Cavendish. The opponent has all these blockers, right, that can stall me out, so I need to just be able to just have enough value, right? I could play this Okiku out, but if she dies before the opponent goes to 3, it's like not doing much. Yeah, that's the Cavendish. If the opponent has another Searcher, that's gonna be annoying. Oh, that's a good one. Ooh, let's go here. This lets me be able to beat another Searcher here. There we go. Oh, okay, they decide not to use it, which I think is completely valid. We'll go like this. And we'll play Okiku. And now instead of Onami, I can always go Gedatsu next turn to KO their Cavendish here. Because opponent plays Cavendish, gets 2 down back, and they can put 1 down here. Am I okay letting this die? I think I am. I mean, I can go here, I can go here. I think I'm gonna grab this pudding, because I might go pudding Gedatsu next turn. Yeah, if this is a Cavendish, then you search here, right? And then you're gonna rest one of these. I guess I can, yeah, I'm not gonna use my Katakuri ability, right? So I'm not gonna use my Katakuri ability, so we're just gonna go sits here, Gedatsu there, do my thing. 7 costs or 10 costs? don't have anything to play next turn. But the 7 cost is so much better. I think it has to be 10 cost, because I think what we can do next turn is that we can just play Nami. Unless the opponent just plays Hawkins, right? Like Hawkins is the aqua one here. If they don't play Hawkins, if they don't play a 5 cost that I can kill with the Nami, then I can just focus on attacking their life to keep this thing active, right? I'll give them this early 2K. I wanna kind of wait some time. Yeah, so there we go. So we just go Nami here. So we go Nami. That leaves me with 3 Dawn, right? So Nami, 3 Dawn. Opponent's obviously gonna rest my stuff, so I guess we just go 9. Whew. We'll leave it at the top. We'll leave it at the top. We'll go like this. We don't get the draw from it, but I think that's fine, right? Again, my concern now is gonna be like this freaking Captain Kid. Oh, this is gonna be okay. So perfect, right? So if the opponent attacking to my life, they're just gonna get punished by the Onami in my life. Yeah, no, they wanna get rid of this. They wanna get rid of this before I get value from it. So it makes sense. The opponent's gonna go to 10 next turn, so I kind of just. I don't want to have my big mom be rested by their Doffy, so I think we go here first. We go here second. And then we just go like this, and because there are 3 life now, my Okiko can heal, but the Okiko is probably just going to be frozen for the rest of the game. Remember that we have this second trigger here that can kill that carrot at any time. Sure. I mean, yep. And then you go Doffy. And then what? We just go like this. You take 12, and then we play another big mom. And then we have one more big mom. And you're going to have a blocker. You can't just play a second Doffy here. If they play a second Doffy, they die to the 3rd big mom. Because what's going to happen, I mean, I guess they don't die. They have enough cards to potentially get there. If they play a 3rd Doffy. No, they do die. If they play a 3rd, yeah, no, well, if they play a second Doffy, no, they should have enough, right? This smells to me like a Doffy, so I'm going to go like this. We probably could have kept the Nami to, yeah, because opponent wants to freeze this, right? So they have to go ahead and have that thing. So they can freeze here, here, here. But I'm still going to have a 5K. Yeah, so they just lose, right? Well, again, not guaranteed to lose, but they just go like this, trash a card, attack for 12. Yeah. See how quickly they ended up quitting that game as soon as they saw the 3rd big mom? As soon as they saw the 3rd big mom, they just quit it. We had a Bege at the bottom as well. Like, again, my weakness in this matchup is this Captain Kid, right? So the moment that the opponent didn't have Captain Kid to follow with a Rocinante, they were not able to stall me out. Granted, these big moms do attack a lot into that Captain Kid. Like each time that we attack into them, it is going to force like 2Ks out of the opponent and a 1K, or it's going to just force the blocker. But if the opponent could have hit it behind blockers, it would have been like a big problem for us. But unfortunately for them, we just kind of had the nuts, right? We hit the right triggers. We got to kill those Cavendish, those puddings, and go from there. So GG's. In this match, we're going against the Mirror. Opponent chose to go second, unfortunately. I'll keep the 7 cost. I mean, usually whoever has the most big moms wins. But because we're in a position where, you know, we don't get to play big mom first, and we don't get to play the 10 cost first, I think I'm okay keeping the 7 cost instead and just going for these Perosperos. So the opponent already got 1 10 cost, right? Unfortunately. Okay, that's nice. That's nice for them. Very nice, very nice. I'm sad. Okay. They looked at my life. They moved it to the bottom, so I'll go ahead and play this one, I guess. I kind of want this to attack into us. I kind of want this to attack into us, right? The opponent's going to play their own Perospero here. So we have 3 Dawn. Well, this is our 10 cost. So we have 3 Dawn. What about we go here? If the opponent takes this... then I can go after their life. And if they take the one from their life, I can just go Kiku. I hate giving them the 7 cost. That's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but could be worse. Could be worse, right? Because next time we're just gonna go 7 cost. Yeah, I'm okay taking a life there. That's why I didn't mind doing that. Right? So here, let's give them the 1. And then again we go 5. But it can counter this one. We can go 7 cost. Okay, they did it. They got the Brulee. Alright, so we'll go 7 cost here. This gives me a big AK body that can swing into the Gedatsu. We can go pudding next turn to look for another 10 cost. Okay, they gave me the life. So we have 5 lives. Opponent has 3. I'm willing to trash a life here if they play the 7 cost. Or is that true? Ooh, Katakuri. Katakuri. Katakuri? What? I was not expecting that. I'm gonna give them this 2K because I don't want to give this 1K. So I think I need to search with them. They keep moving on my life to the bottom, guys. I guess we just go ahead and get rid of this, right? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, well, you moved everything to the bottom, and it still didn't matter. So we can go triple pudding here. Let's go pudding. Okay. Let's go pudding again. We'll grab the Brulee. I'm gonna play the puddings out first in case that I get Perospero. There we go. Because now I can play Perospero and I still have an 8 and a 9. Yeah, so we can go here. Then we can go like this. Yeah, sure. Honestly, they're gonna play the 10 cost next turn, right? So I think we can let them grab this counter here. This non-counter card, sorry. Ooh, okay. All right. So this is gonna be 10 drop, right? Yeah. We're gonna go for our 10 drop, and it's gonna be yada yada yada. We'll give you the counter here. Yeah, so we go like this. Remember that we know what the second life is, so I think I'm willing to go here because we know this is a 7 cost, right? So that's a 7 cost, right? And that's just a Katakuri, so that's just a 1K, and yeah, opponent just didn't have enough counters. So I mean, they had enough counters to survive this. Yeah, they could have gone to 9, but then they don't do anything else after that. And honestly, those very placed Nami triggers end up being what ended up making the difference. So hey, welcome back everyone. Hope you enjoyed today's games of Katakuri. Very fun matchups, like I said, and very straightforward. You kind of saw it there against Bonney, just the power of this deck and just how much pressure you can put in if the opponent has like nothing to really deal with that. But yeah, I mean, Katakuri pretty straightforward there. Not much more else I can say, right? Like again, that Doffy matchup is really hard, right? Really hard. You need to hit the right triggers at the right times. So yeah. Tomorrow we're gonna have another video of Katakuri, right? I always do 2 videos. It's kind of late here, so I'm sorry for the short outro. So hope you enjoyed today's games, and yeah, I'll see you all again tomorrow.